Hi, I'm Tristan Joyce, a second-year forestry student at the University of Montana. As you can see, today I'm out here on one of our many Forest Service roads. These roads are vital to the forestry industry in the United States. One of the major complications that arise with these roads is spring breakup. In this video, I'm going to cover what spring breakup is, some of the difficulties that come along with spring breakup, and some possible solutions for spring breakup. Stay tuned and enjoy the video. Thanks. The freeze-thaw cycle begins in the late fall and ends in the early spring. During the late fall or early winter months, the road surface begins to freeze. As the road surface freezes, winter weight premiums are put in place. These premiums allow for heavier hauling loads on the roads. Then, during the spring months, when the road surface begins to thaw, there are two stages. The first stage is the incipient stage, and the second stage is the advanced stage. During the incipient stage, the running surface of the road thaws and appears muddy. During the advanced stage, the subgrade of the road begins to thaw. During the advanced stage, the running surface may actually appear dry. The road surface first thaws from the running surface down as well as from the subgrade up simultaneously. However, it thaws at a much quicker rate from the running surface down than it does from the subgrade up. Thus, water can become trapped in the running surface, unable to permeate the still frozen subgrade. During this time, it is shown that tests have shown a 20 to 60% reduction in road capacity. Thus, it is important for spring load restrictions, SLRs for short, to be put in place during the incipient stage. We will cover these SLRs in more detail in the following section of this video. Stay tuned. Complications arise with spring breakup when it comes to determining when to implement SLR restrictions and when to lift them. Historically, set dates had been used to implement SLR restrictions. However, in recent times, due to climate change events, these set dates are no longer viable in most locations. It is important that these SLR restrictions remain in place until the road surface is completely thawed. However, in some places, this can take days or even weeks to occur. Contacting your local road management agency is a proper way to know if these SLR restrictions are still in place. As new problems arise in determining dates for SLR restrictions, modern solutions are required. As I previously mentioned in the last section, fixed dates had been historically used to implement SLRs. However, due to climate change events, these are falling out of favor. Visual inspections have also been historically used, and they are still effective today. However, visual inspections typically require 3 to 5 days between implementations and for them to go into effect. More modern solutions are sensors and deflectometers that have been starting to be used in some places. Another new solution has been put forward by the Minnesota Department of Transportation. This new solution uses an equation that only requires daily air temperatures as an input, along with reference temperatures for the road. This equation calculates the cumulative thawing index of the road. It uses a 3-day forecast to predict thawing on that road. In tests, this equation has been shown to be accurately able to predict SLR application dates within a few days. Another more recent solution has been put forth in Sweden. They took fly ash, a byproduct from a pulp mill, and integrated it into their road surfaces. As a side note, the Swedish forested roads are very similar to ours here in the US. They then took these integrated roads and compared them to their standard gravel roads. As the spring thaw occurred, the ash within the road was able to absorb more water and reduce damage done to the road. And in the results, the integrated roads showed much more positive results and less damage than the standard gravel roads. As the freeze-thaw cycle becomes more variable and difficult to predict, having more durable roads could be a solution in the future. Thank you for following along with me here today and learning a little bit about spring breakup and its effect on our Forest Service roads. As you learned, there are many new complications given our current climate. However, there are also many promising solutions right along with them. I'm your host, Tristan Joyce, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks.